Rahul Gandhi has launched a sharp attack on Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar once again, accusing him of siding with forces undermining Indian democracy and shielding those involved in vote theft. The leader of opposition cited Aland constituency in Karnataka, where he alleged that a targeted attempt was made to delete 6,018 votes. The Election Commission has called these allegations unfair, especially as CEC Kumar took over just 6 months ago, not when these elections took place. EC further says it had flagged discrepancies in that constituency won by the Congress and filed an FIR. On the accusations of vote rigging, BJP leader Manjinder Singh Sirsa has come out dismissing them, accusing Congress of not accepting defeat.
What does the operation look like? In Aland, 6,018 applications were filed, impersonating voters. The people who filed these applications actually never filed them. And we will show you evidence of that on this stage. The filing was done automatically using software. We will show you that. Mobile numbers from outside Karnataka, from different states, and you can see on the map, from different states were used.
Delete numbers in Aland, and it was done targeting Congress voters. So this was not random. We will show you again that these deletions were specifically targeting booths where the Congress party was winning. Here is example number one, lady called Godabai. Someone created fake logins, deleted 12 voters, attempted to delete because then this was stopped. Godabai, of course, has no idea.
Election time iga na arji hakilla nanaga adaka samadhi illa adu yaru batti kiji yaru yana hakara nannu gotta illa.
So the question is, whose numbers are these? How were they operated? Where were they operated from? Who generated the OTPs to disturb the process? Now these are questions that arise out of this.
न कानून समझते हैं, न सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश को समझते हैं, खाली संविधान किए रहते हैं। 14 से बोल रहे हैं कि सब मोदी जी की जीत फर्जी है। क्या मतलब है इसका? कुछ समझते हैं आप? राहुल गांधी इस देश की जनता का अपमान कर रहे हैं। राहुल गांधी इस देश के वोटर्स का अपमान कर रहे हैं, जिन्होंने नरेंद्र मोदी को इतना वोट दिया, जिताया। तो अब नहीं समझते हैं, तो जनता फिर जवाब देगी। कोई बम ला दे, जैसे एक फुस हो गया ना, पटाखा निकला कर्नाटक वाला, ये भी फुस हो जाएगा।
Let's go across to my colleagues Pallavi Ghosh and Shireen Elizabeth, who've been tracking the latest on this. This is a long-running war, Pallavi, between the Congress, or particularly LOP Rahul Gandhi, and the CEC. It almost seems like he's targeting the current CE personally. Now, in the case of this Aland constituency or the elections that he's talking about in Karnataka, Gyanesh Kumar was not even at the helm of affairs in the EC. So why target him particularly?
But in a detailed statement, which of course has been put out by the Election Commission, it makes it very clear that these are unsubstantiated allegations which are coming in from Rahul Gandhi against the Election Commission. Look, Rahul Gandhi has decided that for 2029 Lok Sabha elections and even hence on, this is going to be his political narrative to show that how the only way the BJP is repeatedly winning elections is because of vote chori. They are not one, they are three central or Lok Sabha elections which the Congress party has lost, and at most of them Rahul Gandhi has been at the helm of affairs. Today the Congress party has also lost in most of the important state elections like Maharashtra and Haryana. So much so that people have started questioning the ability of Rahul Gandhi to lead his party to victory, and not just his Congress leaders, some of them who are not so vocal, but many within the India bloc as well. This is Rahul Gandhi's response to them that, it's not a fault with us. There's substantial evidence to show that it is vote chori which is helping the BJP win elections, and that's the reason why the Prime Minister became the PM for 3 times over. What is little different from the earlier PPT presentation by Rahul Gandhi on the same topic and today is that today was completely centered around Ganesh Kumar. He began and ended by making the point and those allegations that have 100% bulletproof proof. That's to his words he used, Shivani, to show that there are reasons why we believe that Ganesh Kumar is leading the state of affairs in EC only to help the BJP.
Okay. Shireen is also joining us. We're also expecting the BJP press conference in response to possibly what Rahul has said. But Shireen, BJP has already come out to make some comments on the statements or the allegations made. One is, of course, that they are saying, or the CC is saying, or the EC is saying that this case was actually noted by the Election Commission at the very time and an FIR was lodged. So it was not that this was allowed to happen. It was caught, even if there was an attempt. Secondly, the Congress won the constituency. So how does this charge sit that there was a deliberate attempt to negate only Congress votes? How do you find that out? That only votes that went to the Congress were deleted? And how do you find out whose votes were deleted? They presented the case of that aged woman claiming that her vote was deleted. How do you identify that?
Well, what Rahul Gandhi has said is that it all started with a booth level officer whose uncle's vote was in fact deleted, and further into the investigation, she told the authorities that from Aland constituency itself, her uncle had voted, but in the list was supposed to vote, but in the list his name is not there. He is very much a local and a resident of the Aland constituency, and that is from where the entire conspiracy began, is what Rahul Gandhi has been saying, because the allegation was that his own neighbor has deleted his name from the voter list, but when further investigation went on, it was relieved that it is in fact a systematic, or in Rahul Gandhi's word, a call center type of a system is behind deleting these votes. Now what Rahul Gandhi has been saying is that there is numbers that has been used in each of these voter lists. The number 1 voter is the one who has deleted at least 15 to 20 voters. So, and these people are unaware as to how they have deleted, because they have never done such a thing. So it is a systematic way. Our call center is behind is what the allegation that is coming in from Rahul Gandhi. 1 week of time has been given by Congress party to the CEC to provide the documents that the Karnataka CID has been asking for. These documents are the OTPs that was generated at that point of time, the portals of the people who have deleted, so-called deleted these voter lists. Apart from that, the IP address of the phones that has been used, because according to Rahul Gandhi, these phones are not from Karnataka but were used from outside. Now, 2 things has been highlighted here by Rahul Gandhi, Shivani. Last time in the press conference, he talked about the addition in the voter list. There are addition of people, lakhs of people are being added. This time he's talking about deletion. Now the third press conference, in his words, is going to be hydrogen bomb, is what he's claiming. He says that this is just a foundation. We are going to further expose the Election Commission, because Election Commission is defending or protecting a certain someone.
Okay.
The question was asked to him, who do you think is the someone? He was not really revealing the name. He said, when the time will come, I will reveal that who is this certain someone who is behind the addition and deletion, eventually the voter chori that is happening, according to him.
Payal Mehta is also joining us. Payal, we are expecting Anurag Thakur to address a press conference shortly. But before that, I'm just reading out to what the EC has said. No deletion of any vote can be done online by any member of the public as misconceived by Shri Rahul Gandhi. No deletion can take place without giving an opportunity of being heard to the affected person. In 2023, certain unsuccessful attempts were made for deletions in Aland constituency and an FIR was filed by the authority. So the EC considers this a matter closed.
Shivani, the Election Commission has come out and clearly said that they have taken cognizance of the matter in the past. They had a FIR which was registered, so which clearly meant that the matter was there under the scrutiny of the Election Commission of India. When a matter is under scrutiny, it's very difficult for somebody else to give you half a proof, because the matter is already under investigation. The BJP has been hammer and tongs, harping the factor that Rahul Gandhi has not been able to accept defeat. The fact that his party and he have been defeated for 3 times in a row is not acceptable to them. And you know, Anurag Thakur will also speak on a similar lines, and so have the BJP leaders in the other places who have spoken out, saying that nobody takes Rahul Gandhi's allegations seriously because there is hardly any proof to it. In fact, Nishikant Dubey has challenged Rahul Gandhi to present these facts on the floor of the House in the upcoming winter session of Parliament if he wants a proper discussion and detailing to happen on this as well. But you know, the Congress party, the opposition parties have been harping on this matter. Right from the fact that Rahul Gandhi said that, you know, he was very, very sure that the opposition alliance wouldn't win the Bihar election, to the fact that, you know, once Tejasvi Yadav came out and said that he was considering boycotting the election, this actually speaks a loser's language. That is something which the BJP and the NDA have been maintaining all along.
Okay. My colleague Arunima is also joining us. They've all been tracking, of course, all sides of this story. But before that, let's also quickly listen in to some more political reactions that have come in from both sides.
I urge everybody to see his press conference. Everybody should watch his press conference because you should understand what is happening in our country and how the EC is colluding to destroy the electoral process and to challenge democracy in our country. We all need to fight for democracy, we need to fight for our constitution, we need to fight for our country.
कि राहुल गांधी जी के पास बस ये नेगेटिविटी बची है, सारा दिन झूठ बोलते हैं। पहले कहते हैं हाइड्रोजन बम आएगा, ये क्या इसको हाइड्रोजन बम बोलते हैं, फिर कहते हैं नहीं यार मेरा बम तो फुस हो गया। ये केवल और केवल एक हारे हुए, एक नकारे हुए नेता की भाषा है। जब वो देश के प्रधानमंत्री के प्रति अपशब्द बोलने, माता जी के प्रति इलेक्शन कमीशन को बुरा बोलना, और अब इलेक्शन कमीशन को ये कह दिया कि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनली अथॉरिटी जो है उसको चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। अपनी हार के पीछे इतने लोगों को कटघरे में खड़ना, इतने लोगों को अगर एक ही बात कह देते कि भाइयों आपने मुझे हरा दिया है, मुझे फिर मौका देना, मैं अच्छे काम करूंगा, मेरी पार्टी अच्छे काम करेगी, गलती है तो माफ कर दो, इसी से ही काम चल जाता।
Let me go across to Arunima, who's also joining us. Arunima, what the EC is also pointing out to the fact is that in this constituency, in 2018, a BJP candidate won. In 2023, the Congress candidates won. I think they're mentioning it very specifically to show that, one, this constituency has changed hands. It's not a stronghold of any one party, and it's actually the Congress that won in 2023, the very elections that Rahul Gandhi is challenging.
Yes, and even then the Election Commission is acknowledging that there were allegations made that even when BR Party won, there were voters who complained that their names were getting wrongly deleted. This is being acknowledged by DC, saying that yes, we received complaint that Form 7 were sent to an Anganwadi worker who was acting as a booth level worker, and it was her own family member whose names, as per the application that she had received, there were about 48